Yo! Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're talking about the Raw review where we have Sami Zayn taking on Braun Breaker later tonight. But before we get into his video, drop a thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button if you're new, because I'm on the road to 500. So, let's do it! Okay, so, just opening off the show, we got Seth Rollins' group, and Braun Breaker stole the microphone from Seth Rollins' hand, which left everyone shocked, including Seth. And then my boy Braun Breaker had to rub some of his spray tan on the white ropes, because you know this man had to get 10 shades darker. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kevin Owens said, he should be arrested for it, but he's not. And he basically said, I hate Sami. I hate your music. I hate how the crowd sings it. But at the end of tonight, when I spear you, you're going to look up at the lights and see me. And then Bronson Reed started talking and says, after I hit Seth Rollins with 6 tsunamis, we gained respect to each other. Then he brought me into his vision of wrestling. And into this group. And Eat Man, well, yeah, I'm going to beat him up. I actually don't know what he said because I have a terrible memory. Should have been doing this one. That's why I write notes, because I have a terrible memory. I don't know anything that happened. And I was not doing it when he was talking. I just did it after because I'm a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Paul Heyman says, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And Sami Zayn should be in Montreal right now because he doesn't want to face Braun Breaker. And then anyway, Seth just said, well, you guys said it all. Welcome to Monday Night Rollins, and just left the ring. Then we got to the Judgment Day segment where we had a new thing for Liv Morgan with her picture on it, and like she's dead. But Raquel said, whoa, she's not gone. She didn't get shoulders. She's been doing repairs. She'll be back in no time. And then, of course, Finn Balor said, hey. Look what happened to me. A couple years, I did that same thing, but it took me 8 months, and I'm a tough guy, so she probably be out longer. And standing next to Roxanne said, hey, don't worry about it, partner. We're going to have to work together anyway. And then she said, too soon. And then before we left, so right here is her cake for Dom says, get well soon. And Dom thought one of these two did, and they both asked to each other, did you bring it? So they said nope. It was AJ Styles. He was watching them, you know what I'm saying? He was watching him. And he said, well, and Dom had to get his doctor note. It said get well soon, and he did take a look of the cake. But I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, that cake looked good too. How much of the cake do you think Dom actually ate? I'm not even joking though. Like, how cake do you think Dom ate? There's no way he didn't eat some of that cake. He's stronger than me if he didn't. But then we had Roxanne Perez versus Kairi Sane in a match where we had Kairi's face eat the turnbuckle. And then we had a little evil type thing, but a forearm to Roxy's face. And then a quick little whatever this thing is, that flippy thing. And then we got another forearm to Roxy's face, kind of another forearm. And then when Kairi went for the big springboard on Roxanne, Raquel stepped in the way, got caught, and then Roxanne threw Kairi back in the ring. They kind of flipped over a bunch of times into a pin on Roxy. 1, 2, 3. Kairi retained, but Raquel started beating up on Kairi. But we all knew Asuka came out. And then she started beating her up, doing the combos and combinations right before she could hit the Tahali bomb, or I forgot how it's called. You knew what it's called, but I forget what it's called. Got drop kicked in the midsection, and she ate a booty of Asuka. And the little thingy thing into the insane elbow to Roxanne Perez. And the Kabuki Warriors are officially back in session, and they've been added to that Evolution Tag Team match, which, by the way, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are still winning, so, yeah. Anyway, with a little video package of Nikki Bella basically saying how she is going to be in the Evolution PLE and is going to be there for that Battle Royal since, Liv Morgan lit a fire under me that wants to show my son that I still got in stand-up, things like that. I don't really know. But before Sami Zayn could go out to his match, Karrion Kross attacked him, hit him with a metal pipe across the chest, and then that's all I got because I had to refresh my Netflix. But, yeah. Anyway, this match should have never happened. Sami Zayn looked way too strong in the match. This should have been a two-spear squash match. Sami Zayn should have got 0 offense in because that's how much offense he should have gotten. This match should have been a squash match. This match should have never happened because those ribs got attacked last week and got to be attacked. He can't go on. These baby faces are too strong. The only baby face that can only do this is Cody Rhodes because he's the greatest of all time. Not Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's a wink linky boy who didn't do this every single time. Bro, he got attacked. He should have been squashed in 3-5 seconds. He should have got none offense. He should have even hit Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker should have even failed because Bro, it just makes me mad that these baby faces, except Cody Rhodes, keep getting, they're no-selling. All these baby faces, except Cody Rhodes, because he's the greatest of all time, keep getting away with no-selling their ribs. The ribs are terrifying. Why is Sami Zayn no-selling and being a match? He should be in the hospital right now. He should not be in this match. He should not be in this match. He should have been a home. That medical team needs to be fired for letting this losing maniac loser continue. It's just disgusting me. Well, he could attack the ribs a little more with a gut buster and then hit him with a spear. After Sami Zayn hit those dumb moves he shouldn't have hit in the first place because he should have got 0 offense in. But he just got hit with a spear as soon as he tried to jump, ding, ding, ding. Then he got hit with a running spear. And then another spear to finish him off for the 1, 2, 3. And, by the way, this was a right result. Braun Breaker should have won in 3 minutes. Actually, 3 seconds, because that's how long this match should have been. It should have been no 5-minute match. It should have lasted 3 minutes. Oh my god, bro. Just dumb, bro. And what are these winning? They're mourning the death of the tag team division because they gave the match to the Judgment Day and they won. First off, the World Tag Team Championship division has been dead since July of 2024. It's been dead since the last time the Judgment Day held. The first time when JD and Finn Balor held those championships back in last year, July of last year, they were dead then. They didn't defend them, and they're still dead a year later. What makes you think they're gonna fix them? Anyway, we had a promo with Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch was the only one in this promo that actually made sense. He said, tell me how this guy makes sense. I'm facing 2 people who lost to me, and lost to each other. How does that make sense? A triple threat match, which, first off, is a guaranteed loss. I'm guaranteed at the losing advantage. And then Bayley comes out, and then before that, Lyra comes out, and then she starts yapping away and said, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean, what are you talking about?" No, I started dying laughing when she started saying, "What are you talking about? What are you talking?" I've been liking Lyra's promos, and she's all of a sudden being said, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You make no sense right now." Becky Lynch was the only one in this promo that makes sense. Bro, I've been liking Lyra, but sorry, I was dying laughing. I was in tears almost about how Lyra was like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" You're making no sense. Like, what is happening, bro? The only person who was actually doing something in this promo was Becky. And then Bayley got and said, are we still friends? And then we got the rage baiter over here, and Becky Lynch kind of stirring the pot, keep rage baiting Becky and Lyra. And then Lyra basically saying, oh, Bayley, you don't care about friends, about this championship. That makes you as bad as Becky. Like, what type of, what the heck? Bro, this is the best feud on Raw. And the reason why this championship is elevated because of Becky Lynch, that rage baiter, and then we basically ruined the promo for Lyra because she just made nonsense talking about how she, what are you talking about? Like, you're not as worse as her. And she said, and what also got me to laugh hysterically, I started dying laughing, is when she said that Bayley said, oh my god, she's actually talking to me. I started dying laughing. That was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. Keep this promo up, Lyra, and I'm gonna start peeing. Bro, we need these segments every week just to make myself laugh, bro. By the way, the only person that made sense in this whole conversation was Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is the only one that made sense. Greatest promo of history, though. This started a fight, though, which led Becky Lynch to get hit with the Nightwing, and Bayley hit with a Nightwing, and Lyra holding up the championship. But let's be honest here. Becky Lynch was the only one that actually was talking and making sense in this promo. Like, what was Lyra saying? What are you talking about? Did you not listen to what she's talking about? She's clearly talking about how it's unfair to her. I mean, did you not pay attention for one single bit of that conversation? Anyway, we had Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed. This match is exactly how I expected this match to go. Jey Uso in the beginning part of the match, getting some offense in, like enziguri kicks, drop kicks, dodge side, then putting Bronson Reed into a chair and super kicking his head off, and then when he goes to another dive, he gets a chair thrown in the side of his head, and him getting tsunami twice. And that's it. Kind of writing Jey Uso off for a little bit, so exactly how I did, and I got my points on the Santi Zap Twitch page. So yeah. Anyway, then we were showing then we showed a little history of Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky video package, how Io's been beating Rhea for literal years at this point. And by the way, this was the last time Io wrestled, I think. Anyway, we got El Grande Americano, boys. Let's go. Come on, we got El Grande Americano doing that. Oh, thank you. After his height lengthening surgery, right? Yeah, very self-conscious about his height, so he had to get that length surgery. People saying this is Ludwig Kaiser or Chad Gable. You guys are lies if you think this is Chad or Ludwig Kaiser, because Ludwig Kaiser could not do half of these moves that El Grande did to Dragon Lee, bro. Like, bro, okay, maybe and people say, well, what about that tattoo? Well, El Grande maybe had a tattoo, but he got like that laser surgery. It's very common, actually, like Corey Graves was talking about on commentary, and height lengthening surgery. Like, how does Michael Cole know how tall this dude is? He clearly is the same height, or he got his height lengthening surgery. It's as simple as that. Like, it's simple as that. But El Grande did kick Dragon Lee to the side of the head. I don't know what that was. We got a little thing right here. And by the way, does Ludwig Kaiser ever go into the top middle rope and do like some spinny thing into a blockbuster? Like, he's never done that a day in his life. This is the only thing that the legendary El Grande Americano from literal Gulf of Mexico could only do this. He's the only person that could do this. This man, El Grande Americano, is such a legend. He's the only person that actually knows how to do this move. He is the most legendary luchador in history. But he did get his face stomped in a little bit and a dive to the outside. But it was all worth it. As soon as El Grande Americano head-butted Dragon Lee and pinned him for the 1, a 2, a 3. And people saying, oh, he had that little metal plate in his mouth. He did not have no metal plate in his mouth. He was just fixing his mask, because it was his one eye was covered by the mask, so he was just readjusting it so he could see out both eye holes. It was clearly as simple as that. And people saying El Grande is also like Chad Gable or Omos. Guys, you guys are way overthinking. It's just El Grande. El Grande Americano is the most legendary luchador of all time. Like, you guys not hearing about him before he came to WWE is just ridiculous, bro. He's been wrestling since the 1900s, since 1960. He's been in Mexico. He's been in Spain. He's been in every country in the world. But then when he goes hiding, finally comes out of retirement to join the WWE, you all guys make up accusations that it's Ludwig Kaiser or Chad Gable or Omos. Disrespectful for the legendary El Grande Americano. Anyway, we got Sierra Mirado face off with Braun Breaker. But before that, we got a Gunther segment where he basically said, I've been verbally abusing Bill Goldberg every single week. And no show. I think he's a little scared. But then, we hear a little skirt where we saw Bill Goldberg come out of his nice red car. By the way, this cameraman was just standing out here for hours waiting for him to come. Bro, waiting out there for hours just for nothing. And then we got Bill Goldberg come out with that legendary entrance when he walked from the back all the way to the ring. You know what I'm saying? Camera angle on him all times. The legendary camera angle. And this stare off right here just got me hyped for the last Bill Goldberg match against Gunther. Gunther, the Ring NRL. This match is going to be exciting. Very, very exciting when we see these boys lock up and Bill Goldberg wins the World Heavyweight Championship and vacates it after one day, and then giving it back to Gunther, becoming a 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, before Gunther could talk, he got the mic swapped out of his face. He got punched in the side of the face, which probably broke Gunther's jaw, knowing Bill Goldberg. Then he went for the spear, but then Gunther died out of the way. Said, no, you won't hurt me, boy. You won't hurt me, boy. But it was time for Penta versus Seth Rollins. And Penta accidentally slapped the side of the turnbuckle. No, what's this called? LED post. He accidentally slapped that thing, trying to hit Seth's chest. But then Penta got on the little barricade thing, you know what I'm saying? And then Hurricanrana to Seth. But then he hit Seth with a dive to the outside. Then this little flippy thingy thing. And then stomp to the chest. And try to go for the pin, but almost did there. But then Seth kept hitting Penta with his knee breaker. And then with this also nice frog splash. But Penta somehow jumped over this rope right here. Flipping Seth from right here when he was sitting right here, and his head was right here, and he flipped him off there. Then a Canadian Destroyer after a buckle bomb in his corner. Sorry, Mexican Destroyer. Then a nice curb stomp to Seth Rollins, and 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins wins, but gets hit with a BFT, hitting Seth Rollins' head about right there, if I do it right. And then LA Knight dips and leaves. And Braun Breaker actually slipped on the top on the turnbuckle and the apron, and slipped, almost trying to go on the barricade and flipping. I think almost landed on his head actually, trying to go over the barricade. But LA Knight leaves and saying everyone with his name. Everybody saying LA. So yeah, that was this Monday Night Raw. What do you guys think? Comments below. Anyway, the be first day.